also complies with the law. Earlier on, you asked whether they were empowered to prefer punitive measures against people who violate data protection laws. I think no. If you look at the law passed in 2012, it has not given them the tips to bite when there are failures, when there are violations. And we think that the bill that is coming, Parliament will have to scrutinize it very well and ensure that it empowers data protection to be able to bite against those who violate the law.
So this proposed bill is looking at emerging and is giving that authority to tackle it head on.
Absolutely, because these people or military nationals that are involved in or collecting this data and developing AI and all of that are international organizations. We don't comply with our laws. I mean, I am very skeptical about it. Many of the data that they collect are sitting outside of our jurisdiction. And you will realize that even now, in the war against Iran, there are data centers targeted. And imagine that these multinationals like Google, for example, like Facebook, like X, like TikTok, have the data of our nationals sitting elsewhere outside the country. How do we ensure that it is protected? How do we ensure that they don't misuse that data? You understand? If I highlighted an example where in Zimbabwe, the US government wanted to advance a facility for them, amounting of about 136 million US dollars. But it came with conditions that will compromise the data of the Zimbabwean people. And then the government of Zimbabwe rejected that facility and said, no, we don't need it. So long as it will compromise our data, we don't need it. So the responsibility rests on every one of us, from parliamentarians to the executive arm of government, to institutions, private and government, and the ordinary citizen that also has the responsibility to protect his or her own data. So in the statement, you realize that I call on people who go on platforms and give out their data for free to be mindful of what they are doing, because they are giving out their data for free, and that has implications.
Thank you.